Okay, good day class. This circuit that I'm going to wire up for you and demonstrate is an example of a jog circuit using a magnetic motor starter and a selector switch. So the purpose of this, if we look at the diagram that I have drawn up here, we're going to incorporate a normally closed momentary stop push button, a normally open momentary start push button, which will actually either be my run or my jog depending on how my selector switch is actually going to be put into play. And then we are going to incorporate the seal-in contact, the 2-3 contact down here that jumps over to that coil. All right, so the way that I have wired this circuit up, I'm using the same starter that I've numbered before in a previous video. So I've metered all of my push buttons and all of that, so I know what is connected to where. Okay, I did not number this drawing out. I'm just going to basically work through it wire by wire, and you guys can follow along as I connect it up. And then we'll test it out and make sure I know what I'm doing. Okay, so to start with, we're going to look at this first wire here. We'll come out of our line 1, which is down here on our control side. We're going to go to one side of the stop push button, which is there. Out of that stop, we're going to jump over to a start. Okay, so we're going to come out of that stop and we'll go to this start push button. But then we also have to jump down to one side of the run jog selector switch. So we're going to stay on that same side of the start and we're going to go to what I'm going to call it the hand position. Okay, so now we've done this, and out of the hand position we need to go to the number 2 terminal, which is over here. Okay, and so that's this one here. Then we're going to go to the back side of the number 3 to the other side of the start. So this one here, sorry, just got to try to fit it in there. And then we're going to go to the 3. And then the last connection we need to make, because this jumper here is already pre-wired heading to the coil, we need to come out of our overloads, which are already wired from the coil to the overload internally here. Then we're going to head, we need a neutral returning back. Okay, so I'll get the neutral coming back here. All right, now I'm going to turn it into the on position. I'll turn it to hand. So that is going to, should close this up. So when I hit the start button, we're going to run and it's going to stay running. I hit stop, it de-energizes. I turn the hand to the auto or the off function. Either way, it's going to be opposite of where it's at. And as long as I have my finger pressed on the start button, it's going to run, but the minute I let go of it, it jogs, or it stops. So this is my jog state now. Okay, my run state would be going back to here. This is my jog state. Okay, so I'm just going to turn that power down, and then what I'm going to do is, just because I know you guys love to hear a motor turn on and off when we do this, I'm going to connect up my line 1, my line 2, and my line 3. And then we'll connect up our motor after that, out of our T1, T2, T3. So I need 3 more leads here. T1 to T1. T2 to T2. And T3 to T3. Now I'll just maybe move the camera back and zoom out a little bit here. Pan up a bit so you can see the motor start and run here. So we'll turn our control power on. We'll turn our 3-phase power on. I will then hit the start button, and we can see we just bumped the motor. Okay, and then I'll turn this to the hand position, and now it will be in the run. Okay, and that's it. Simple as that. Power down so we know everything is safe, so when I unplug it, everything, I'm not going to get shocked. And that is that video in 4.5 minutes. That is a jog circuit using a selector switch. All right.